Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking. So as you can tell from the title, today I am going to share with you a few nurse secrets to having more energy that costs you absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So you're definitely going to want to stay to the end. I do have one valuable one at the end you probably have never heard, and your doctor may not want you to know, but I want you to know because I want to give you some valuable information and hopefully some tools in this video. So before I get into that, let me introduce myself. My name is Nicole, and I am a nurse practitioner. My background is in family medicine, and on this channel, I do help Black women ages 40 and up to create the life that they want to live rather than living the one that has been assigned to them. On this channel, I talk about things related to health and wellness, international travel, and medical tourism as it relates to us as Black women over the age of 40. So, if you don't know this yet, let me tell you that as a Black woman, the life that has been assigned to you is one that will involve you being overworked, overtired, and underappreciated. And let me tell you that we are not here for that. We are not here for that. So, in this video, I'm going to cover some secrets, nurse secrets, for you to have in your toolbox so that you can have the energy that you need to live the life that you want and do the things that you desire. So let's get into it. I am going to be looking down at my notes. So let me just go back here. Number one, most valuable thing for you to have in order to have more energy is sleep and rest. There's no way around it. There is no way around having sufficient sleep and rest and having energy. It's just essential. Sleep is the foundation of our health. That is my belief, my opinion. I value sleep more than anything else. It is restorative. It helps us to be rejuvenated. It helps to restore balance. It helps the function of our immune system. There's so many benefits to sleep that even scientists now are just now beginning to recognize the benefits of sleep and the complications that occur when someone's not getting enough sleep. Sleep allows our minds, bodies, and spirits to be repaired, restored, and rejuvenated on a daily basis. And we need that. No matter where we are in life, no matter what we're doing, we need for our minds, bodies, and spirits to be rejuvenated and restored. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, about 1/3 of Americans don't get enough sleep. Furthermore, Black women are noted as to be those who suffer from lack of sleep and the poor sleep the most. And it is impacting our overall health and wellness, our vitality, our effectiveness, our health, and it's just something that we have to be willing to prioritize. We have to take back our health, take back our energy by prioritizing our sleep. Most people need about 8 hours of sleep per night. I'm sure you've heard that before. So writing it down, having a routine for going to sleep, getting up, essential. And then I want to call out that rest is separate from sleep. I have a definition for rest, and it says cease work or movement in order to relax, refresh oneself, or recover strength. Rest, I'm going to say this again, is ceasing work or movement in order to relax, refresh oneself, or recover strength. Refresh oneself. You know what that tells me? That tells me that rest is not going to be given to me by anybody. Rest is something that I need to do for myself. Rest is actually something that I do separate from sleep. It's me ceasing from work while I'm awake. And I believe that for us as Black women in particular, it is essential that we schedule times of rest. We're not taught to value rest. We're not taught to value sleep. We're taught that we are supposed to overwork ourselves 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And in fact, if we're not doing that, if we're trying to take time to rest, if we're trying to take time to sleep, then we're lazy. And that's definitely a myth. Lack of sleep contributes to depression, obesity, heart disease, a number of things. And I know that for me personally, when I'm not getting enough sleep, I don't make progress in the other areas of my life, fitness wise, health wise, nutrition wise, relationship wise. I'm more irritable. Sleep is just something that is required. Number two is physical activity and movement. Physical activity improves mood, improves energy, improves sex drive, promotes better sleep. Overall, physical activity and movement, if we can incorporate it into our daily lives, is going to definitely have a positive impact on our energy overall. Not only because we're going to be mentally more energetic, but also it helps to improve our mobility, our confidence, our flexibility, those types of things. So I like to address physical movement and activity from the lens of energy. We're not talking about weight loss, that's a separate issue. But just being active, moving around, walking up the stairs, those are things that, doing some yoga, doing some stretching, those are a few things that will get you physically moving that will help to boost your energy. Number 3 on my list is mental and emotional peace. This is going to improve your energy like nothing else. There is nothing that will deplete you more than mental and emotional stress. If you've been down that road, I know that you understand what I'm talking about. But what can we do? We have to incorporate for ourselves things that give us hope, things that bring us joy, things that we can look forward to and bring us excitement. I think it's essential for us to incorporate into our daily lives and into our schedule things that bring us joy, things that bring us happiness. One thing that I've recognized is that our brain just likes to solve problems, to be honest. If you pay attention to your thoughts, what you're going to find oftentimes is that your brain is oftentimes frequently wanting to go back to solving a problem. Even when you're at times of rest or you're trying to relax, that suddenly you'll recognize that your brain is trying to work through a problem. Like maybe you don't have enough money to figure something out and your brain now wants to start figuring those things out. I believe that it's important that we give our brains something positive, something that is giving us energy to figure out. So for me, I like to travel, and one of the benefits to me of travel is not just the travel experience itself, but it gives my brain a positive, energy-giving thing for my brain to work out, to figure out. I can start thinking about what I want to do, where I want to go, how I want to feel, the things I'd like to see. Those are all things that give me energy, that don't deplete my energy. And then also, on that note, I want to just also take this time to mention that I feel that it's important to take care of our mental health, whatever it is that we're dealing with. I do believe in therapy. And I also believe that there are times and seasons when we may have access to that, when we may not. Nevertheless, if we are not in a season where we're doing intense weekly or bi-weekly therapy, I still believe that we can think of mental health as preventive. I think that we can establish for ourselves a pattern where we decide if we have access to see a mental health practitioner or therapist 4 times a year. For me, that's winter, spring, summer, and fall. Even if I'm not experiencing a mental health problem or anything like that. And I believe that there's value in establishing a rapport and a relationship with a mental health practitioner that I trust, even if I'm not doing therapy. And that way I have someone to go to. I have a relationship with someone to go to if I am if I do start to experience some mental health symptoms, I believe that there's value in having someone that I trust, someone who has seen me when I'm well. So that way, if I'm not well, number one, I can trust them. Number two, they can pick up on subtle changes that I may not even recognize in myself. They can say to me, Nicole, I've seen you 4 times. This has never been blank blank. I'm concerned about this. And then that way I'm going to trust them. But if you're only seeing me when I'm vulnerable and when I'm in distress and when I'm in duress, that's not the time when I want to be questioning your capability to diagnose me or treat me in the way that I need to be handled. And I think that trust is just one of those foundational necessities of mental health care work. Number 4, diet and nutrition. It's a big topic, so I'm not going to cover it at length, but I do believe personally that food is medicine. Our bodies, I believe, desire to heal themselves. Food is what provides the necessary resources to facilitate our healing and provide us with energy. When you think about it, when you think about what the purpose of food is, what is the basic purpose of food? It is to provide us with energy. With that being said, then we can definitely conclude that the value of the energy that we are getting from our food is important and relevant and essential. So I personally believe that consuming things that are wholesome and nutritious, for me that means like a lot of plant-based whole foods are providing me with nutrition. Drinking enough water can be beneficial. Not only helps your skin, not only helps with weight control and digestion, but having enough water helps to give you more energy. In addition to that, avoiding alcohol, avoiding caffeine, avoiding consumption of sugar, those are all things that will deplete your energy. And I would say, listen to your body. Listen to your body, because the truth is, if you start paying attention to what happens when you consume those things, then you'll begin to recognize that a lot of those things are not contributing to your energy, at least not long term, but they're depleting your energy. Sugar gives you a quick rise in your blood sugar, gives you a quick source of energy, and then you tend to plunge. Same thing with caffeine. Gives you a quick rise in your energy, and then you plunge. Also, to me, one thing that I have questioned in my journey of health with consumption of caffeine, when I had to confront that, was, why am I waking up tired? Why am I waking up exhausted? Why am I waking up from a full night of sleep and needing caffeine in order to function? My body was trying to communicate to me that it was not well rested and that there were changes that needed to be made in order for me to feel rested that didn't require caffeine. Caffeine was the quick fix, and trust me, it came in handy. Many a days came in handy. But ultimately, getting to the source is going to be valuable. And that's one thing, too, that I really value from travel, is that I recognize that we here in America, we are so, our culture is exhausting. It's exhausting. We are in a rush to do so many things. Our to-do list is so long that we are actually on YouTube trying to figure out how to be more efficient, how to get 15 things done in a day, how to have a full-time job, 2 side hustles, run a business, be a wife, be a mom, and we're on YouTube trying to figure out how to do it. But the truth is that we were never intended to take on that much work. And it's not that we are not efficient. It's not that we need to figure out how to become more efficient. It's just that we are doing too much. And traveling opened my eyes to that when I realized, and I was like, I've been lied to. My life is not supposed to be running after 50 million things in a day and feeling exhausted. And one of the things that I recognize when I travel, that is always blaringly obvious to me, is that in a lot of other countries, people do not eat on the go. They sit down and they take time to finish a full meal. In America, our culture, like, it's normal for us to be in the middle of doing something and we don't have time to eat, so we eat while we're doing the thing. Anyways, let me move on. Let me get off that soapbox. Number 5 is sunshine and nature. Sunshine and nature help to improve our energy levels, improve our concentration, improve our physical and mental health, increase our vitamin D. So definitely getting out into nature, getting out into the sun helps to improve our energy. Go for a walk, get out, get some fresh air. It helps to quiet our minds also. Number 6, having a community around us who is like-minded. I promise you that as a Black woman, there's a good chance that you are carrying the weight and burden of a lot of people on your shoulders. You are likely working and mothering and possibly taking care of parents and running businesses. And I promise you, you're carrying a lot of weight, whether you know it or not. There's a good chance that you're carrying a lot of weight. And having a community, I mean, outside of getting rid of excess weight would probably, be great. But not only that, but recognizing that you don't have to carry the load alone. That's one thing that we've been told, is that we have to take on all this responsibilities for ourselves. We have to do it by ourselves. We have to figure it out. And so surrounding ourselves with capable, competent, like-minded women who've been down the road before and who can guide us and lead us and motivate us, it's valuable, and it will definitely energize us. Like for me, I'm grateful for the Exodus Summit women through Stephanie Perry and Sheeta Dow. And I've been able to connect with women who are like-minded, who believe in the value of rest and ease and not overworking. Shout out to them. And then also, finally, the last thing that I would say to help improve your energy is the secret. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. We've been trained to not listen to our body, to listen to social media and what they say about what we should do for our body, to listen to our doctors and what they say that we should do to our body, to listen to our pastors and what they say we should do for our body, listen to our husbands and what they say. But let me tell you, we need to start listening to our own body. I believe that our body desires to be energized. I believe that. And I believe that there is value in attending to the needs of our body by listening and incorporating those things that give us energy into our lives on a consistent basis. So if you eat something or consume something, and then within 30 minutes you are so exhausted that you need to lay down and take a nap, take note of that. I'm not saying don't ever do it, but what I'm telling you is that your body is trying to communicate with you. Your body is saying, this is making me tired. This is depleting me. And over time, I think what you're going to begin to do is trust yourself. You're going to recognize that your body is giving you signals. It's saying to you, this works and this doesn't work. If you want to be tired, yeah, eat this all the time. If you want to be tired, drink this all the time if you want to be tired. But if you want to be energized, then start nourishing your body and giving it things that help to facilitate the improvement of your energy. With that being said, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you find value in what I've shared with you today. If so, please share it with somebody who you think might benefit from it. And go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and comment below for more information on that topic, on these types of topics. I'm very passionate about health. in particular about food and nutrition and fitness. So if you are interested in things more down the lines of fitness, please let me know below. I would love to share with you more on that subject if that's something that you are interested in hearing. Thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, bye.